guys, it's your boy GhostTechTV here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the Acer ES1. I've been using this laptop for a year now, and I have some really interesting facts for you guys, and some really interesting and some really bad reports for you guys. First up, we're going to classify this video into two different parts. We're going to deal with all the pros first, and then we're going to deal with the cons. So let's get into the video. First up, we're going to talk about the pros, and there are a few pros of the laptop. It's not all bad. There's a decent size. It has a decent size screen, coming in at 15.6 inches. The AC adapter is pretty decent. It's very small and compact. It's actually pretty strong and sturdy actually. Compared to a past laptop I've been using, the Lenovo laptop I had. The AC adapter in that one, it fell once and it stopped working after that, and I had to get a replacement adapter. But with this one, this adapter fell like about 10 to 20 times and it started working fine. It has decent amount of RAM, coming in at 4 gigabytes, which is not much for some people, but it's good enough to run the computer. And I think basically that's all. The camera isn't that good, so I'm not going to put the camera in one of the pros. So let's talk about the cons, the bad things about the laptop. Now there are a lot of bad things about this laptop. First up, we have bad hard drives. It has a really faulty hard drive. The first couple of months after I bought this laptop, the hard drive failed on me and I had to find a replacement, which kind of sucks because I had to do work and I had to improvise and take the old hard drive out of my Lenovo laptop and use it in the Acer laptop, and it wasn't the correct size, so there was a bit of bulk underneath the keyboard and stuff. But it still worked pretty fine until the hard drive failed on me again, which was probably 2 to 3 months ago, and I had to buy a new one. But it wasn't really the laptop's fault in that particular situation. The hard drive was just old. It was 5 years old. Yeah, so faulty hard drive is one of the cons. Second on the list, we have the low cache. It has pretty low cache. The cache on this laptop is terrible, guys, extremely terrible. It only has 1 megabyte of L2 cache and 64 kilobytes of L1 cache, I believe. That's L1 data cache, and it has no L3 cache. So some of you guys may be cringing in your seats right now, saying that yeah, this laptop really sucks. Next up, we have the poor keyboard quality. The keyboard, it feels, it feels. I'm not sure how to put it. It's comfortable in some cases, but the quality of the keyboard, it's not that great. The Q key came out after a couple of uses, and the keys started to stick after a while, and that's basically because of dust underneath it. But I cleaned out the dust, and they still tend to stick a little bit. My W key is starting to go faulty now. I might have to clean the whole keyboard again. But yeah, it has really poor keyboard quality. The keyboard keys, they're responsive, but the quality of the keys are not that great. Next up, we have bad mic positioning. Yeah, it has a terrible mic position. Right now, I have to be talking down to the keyboard for you guys to hear me. The mic isn't placed above, next to the webcam. It's literally above the keyboard, between the screen and the keyboard, and that's not a good position for a mic, because most people literally talk up towards the webcam. So and not that only that, it's a bad position because the mic can pick up all of the vibration from the fan, which is not even that far away from the mic. So when the computer throttles, you literally hear the fan in the background. It doesn't have really good noise cancellation, so it's picking up every single thing that's in the room around you, even outside. That's why I have to put the sponge over it to reduce the amount of background noise it takes up. Hopefully the video comes out pretty decent for you guys. Next up, we have bad performance. Now this is a very frustrating part for me because I'm literally frustrated to hell in heaven right now. Been using this laptop and it's been getting me so aggravated. It performs really poorly, especially when it's come to multitasking. And when I first bought the laptop, it said it's going to be good for business and students. And I know some students do more stuff on the computer besides just Google stuff. they actually have to do projects and other stuff on the computer, and the computer isn't good at multitasking, so that's not going to be a very plus side for them. So this map might even be considered by a university student. Um, in terms of performance with games, it isn't that great either. Only game you can probably play on this computer with minimum lag is Warframe, and because Warframe is an optimized game, you can play it pretty decent, but I'm not going to say good. You literally get about 15 frames max on low or medium low settings. Even Minecraft doesn't work on this computer, guys. Minecraft, a game that's extremely old and works on almost every single computer you can find in the world right now. And Minecraft doesn't work on this computer. It lags a lot, like really, really, really. Um, yeah, so I think that's all for the performance side of things. Now back to the build quality. The computer has a really, really poor build quality in total. Away from the keyboard, it feels like a really cheap plastic. The plastic is a hard plastic, but I just think that after a couple of years with this computer, the plastic is going to start to dry rot, and then it's going to break apart extremely easily. That's what happened with my Lenovo laptop. It started to dry rot, and the screen literally just came off of the just disconnected from the keyboard and everything else. Um, so that's why I had to get a new laptop, and I apparently picked up the worst laptop off of Amazon actually. Um, so yeah, I just have some Geekbench scores in the background here. This is just going to show you guys a rough, well, not a rough, the exact calculation of how this computer performs, both with multitasking and single core usage. And as you can see, the numbers are not that far apart, so that really sucks. Next we have the GPU performance, which is extremely bad. Like literally, Intel AC graphics on this computer sucks. Like really, really sucks. So I'm not gonna recommend this computer to you guys. If you guys want to check it out yourself and make your own reviews on it, I'll put a link in the description to the Amazon. Hopefully it's still being sold, but I think the computer has been discontinued, which is a good thing because this computer really sucks. So thank you for Acer for discontinuing the computer. If they, you might find one or two refurbished ones on Amazon, but I'm not sure the company sells these computers anymore. So right now I'm using a extremely old computer. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. And if you guys want to see any more or hear any more reviews, just feel free to drop down your suggestions in the description, in the comments, or on the discussion page on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay zesty.